Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Weird World Podcast, where we talk about weird things. I'm Carrie.
I'm Aaron.
I'm Dean.
So what you got for us today, Dean?
Carrie, I have something for you that I think you're going to find delightful.
Tell us about it, Dean.
It's because Carrie has insisted upon it. It's not dark or creepy. Well, creepy? Maybe. Dark? Not that much. Actually, a little bit possibly. But in a different way than we normally are dark.
Okay.
What did you do in the days before the internet if you wanted to make friends? You didn't have any friends, so where'd you get your friends from typically?
School, work.
School and work, yeah.
Like some fucking nerd. Hobbies.
Hobbies, sure.
So I'm told.
Bowling alleys, I don't know. I'm just saying, but
Church groups.
Church groups, good one. Full of good ideas, people. Except for Erin with her apparent.
What? Hobbies.
But if you didn't have any close friends from those places, what would you do?
Go to therapy and form a healthy attachment with your therapist.
Would you also possibly buy a videotape of a stranger and form a deep bond with that person on the videotape because he smiled into the camera and he really seemed to listen to you, even though you were watching him on a videotape and he couldn't hear you or see you? Would you maybe do that?
Would absolutely not
I
do
mean,
that.
it goes without saying yes.
There were also personal ads in the Penny Saver. Remember that?
No, what? Personal ads? What do you mean?
You could single white female looking for
Yeah.
companionship.
Okay, I don't know that those were what you think they were. That's a different kind of friendship, Carrie. I'm using air quotes.
No, they had those.
Yeah.
They have ads to be like literally just a friend. Just go hang out, man. You guys like sports?
That's a plot point in fucking Silence of the Lambs.
I did not know that.
They set up like one of the many traps is a ad, like in a classified,
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
Juno asks, like they're trying to, they wrote about one of the characters trying to figure out what to write. Like, ooh, how do I sound like how would a lady is like a larger lady, because that's who he was targeting. How would they describe themselves?
Is that the book?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Don't know if it's.
I'd never read the book. I didn't read it. Well, a guy named Ben Hollis back in 1986 thought you might want to watch a video of a person responding to you without being able to see you or hear you, or an actually real life respond to you because it was taped months or years ago. So he thought
Still a thing.
Sounds like a great idea.
it was an idea he called Rent a Friend, a 43-minute video of him speaking at you, the lonely single, and striking up a beautiful friendship. And Ben was more or less right about it because it worked. It was successful. I'll tell you why. First, let's learn a little bit about Ben. Fascinating character. You learn a lot about him on the videotapes. I think a lot of it is actually taken from his life. He opens his own yearbook. He would admit later the thing he talks about an embarrassing moment, and it was actually a real thing from his actual life. Ben Hollis was a local, I think he was a local, like a TV news kind of guy in Chicago. One of the things I read said he won local Emmys for shows called Wild Chicago, Ben Loves Chicago, et al., proving their mastery of Latin. But he also worked for a corporate communications firm called Combined Communications Services Incorporated. So he made, I'm assuming they made, corporate videos, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think this was made, the video, I don't know that was made for them or if he made it on his own. I honestly don't know the answer to that question. But he said he came up with this brilliant idea. There's a lot of people without friends out there. I, on videotape, will literally be your friend. So,
I don't know if literally is used correctly in that sentence.
He intended it that way for sure. For sure.
They do. You can rent a friend.
That's what this is called.
In Japan.
Yeah?
Oh,
I've heard about that.
Yeah, that
you can also do? You can kick somebody's ass in front of your girlfriend or spouse or something like that. There's dude who will sign himself out. He'll for $50, $60 on weekends. He knows bump into you, insult your girlfriend or something like that, and then you get to beat the shit out of him for $50 or $60.
To look like a big man.
To look like a tough guy. Yeah.
Good
Great
Lord.
idea. You'd buy this tape. So Ben Hollis sold this tape. On the front of it, has on the tape case, I guess, is a smiling 32-year-old white guy. He's waving at the camera, and a big dialogue bubble by his face says, Hi, I want to be your friend. You're in all caps. So that's Rent-A-Friend. The title looks, underneath it says Rent-A-Friend. The title, it looks like one of those, those supermarket guns that print out
Price tags?
price tags, things like that. Looks like that, which is super cheap looking. So I don't know why they chose that font, I guess. And it says beneath that, it says the original video companion, because there had to be so many imitators that were crowding the market at that point, I'm sure, of these videotape companions. It says, this is on the case still. It says, he talks to you, he listens to you, he drinks with you, he even lends you money! ! All caps. I'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
Then it says, quote, get acquainted, and all, by the way, that's all capitalized. Action workbook enclosed. and keep in mind, no sentence shouldn't end with an exclamation point, according to these people on the front cover of this video.
It's a script.
So Rent-A-Friend, we're going to play a lot of snippets from it. Rent-A-Friend opens with the terrible jazz music as the camera pans there's a small table with a lamp on it and a phone, an old school 1986 rotary phone. I think it was rotary, actually. They had push buttons in 1986. I think it was rotary,
I would think so, yeah.
And there's a coffee table, super crowded with old magazines and games and just junk. And then finally, the camera pans and comes to the big ass portable radio from the 80s that's playing this terrible music. And he literally it's just being played there. It's not dubbed over the thing. It's just being played from this mic'd ghetto blaster, playing terrible music. And you see Sam. The camera kind of pulls back, and Sam, played by Ben Hollis, is just this. He has this big off-white sweater on, and he's in the chair next to the lamp, and he's kind of sit dancing to the jazz music. It's phenomenal. You have to watch it. So watch it on YouTube. He's just kind of grooving to this dreadful music.
He's vibing.
He's totally vibing.
Can't harsh his vibe, bro.
No, I suppose that's true. And he's just so happy you decided to come and meet him today. It's just going to be neat. Going to have some fun and play around together, he says. So let's start with one of my favorite snippets.
So let's just wing it and have a ball. What do you say? Hot diggity dog. What's your name? Yeah. I see that. That is you, isn't it?
So you guys get the hot diggity dog. So you get a little flavor of what this video is about because he does these pauses.
That's cute.
It's like it gives you time, you the viewer, to answer him.
Yeah.
And he's, obviously, presumably you watch it enough, you're going to get an idea of the cadence of it. But he does throughout. He's pausing for you. He's waiting. He's listening to you. He's nodding at you.
Is there only one version?
As far as I know, yeah.
I mean,
it's just
because
him. I know.
How
I thought
many
about that
times
too.
can you watch the?
Have different conversations.
Yeah.
Don't. In this, they talk about it's like literally your first meeting. They should have made others that
It could have been a whole series.
yeah, you're right.
Yeah, then you need different scenarios.
Yeah.
You need to spice it up.
Yeah. As far as I know, this is the only one he ever made, and he also talks about their face. Even though, obviously, again, he cannot see you.
Right.
He talks about their face. At about 3.5 minutes in, he stops and he says, hey, do you mind if I take a look around your house? And he goes up close to the camera and just peers around you, the viewer. So he just peers around to the left and right of his camera facing him because he's always looking into the camera throughout this video.
Right.
And he knows it's going to be a really great friendship. And then he says this.
This man was just way ahead of his time.
It was very much ahead of his time.
If he was around now, he would be making
God.
a killing on YouTube.
He
Not even joking.
may be.
People make these videos nowadays still. And there's a whole market for them. They make me uncomfortable,
They
but
make
they
everybody
exist.
uncomfortable. These are super.
Yeah, where they pause and they're
I don't
like,
know what's going on.
like, just like you said. And it's like, what the fuck? Why did you give such a
Weird.
specific answer? To, like,
He does do that.
but yeah, they still do it. Like, they haven't learned. Like,
Hey, do you mind if I take a look around your place a little bit? Well, thanks. Great. You see something? Just want to check it out a little bit here. Oh, boy. Nice place. Wow. Hey, Did you do that up there? Is that yours? That you ought to. I'd really like to know where you got that. Oh, gee, I don't know if we have them in this part of the country. I'll have to check that out. That's really neat.
He's looking at you, the painting up in the corner of your room, and saying how great it is. He admires it. What if you don't have it painted in the room? What if you don't have it painted? And he's, oh my
You
god.
go, okay, he'll get it the next one.
You've got great taste, if you don't mind me telling you. It's like this is neat. A lot of things are happening now. I've got your face. I've got a name, and now I'm seeing where you live. Oh,
That felt
magic maybe?
oh. That was tactical.
It's absolutely, it's very tactical.
I didn't like any second of that.
He's just, he kind of looks in the camera and holds his hand. Magic, maybe? I think you're going to get it on. All right, people. So then at about 4:50 into the video, he starts giving people information about himself. And apparently he's repeatedly interrupted by you because he'll talk, I come from, oh, yeah, I know. Yeah, no, you ever been to New York? That kind of, it's just weird. So he really takes pains throughout to pretend there's a give and flow, a conversational cadence to it. It's very weird. And at about the 5:40 mark, Sam, our new friend, he mentions how he's out of work right now.
Oh.
Why do you think he did that? I have a guess.
This is his demo reel, baby. He's running the word out there.
No, he was not out of work. Sam, the character, is out of work. Van Hall's obviously not out of work.
Oh.
He says, so Sam, remember, this is Sam. This is Van Hall's playing Sam.
Yeah.
Right? Sam says out of work. I'm going to guess that's because they assume probably 75% of the people buying this video were unemployed.
Right.
So they wanted to just kind of have that bond there.
Yeah.
They're both out of work. And then Sam decides to get a little silly. His words.
Yeah, there were moments that were a little scary, but
Was he?
overall it was all right.
He's a taxi cab driver.
Oh, I was also a singing telegram. Speaking of, I was a singing telegram. I was a singing telegram man. And speaking of scary moments, I think I was more terrified in that situation than I was ever in a taxi cab, I got to tell you. But those are just facts. Here are a couple of things about me that maybe you'll fill in a little bit. My nose is rather famous. Let me illustrate for you. Watch this. Ooh.
Great for an
It's
audio
like I have a
podcast.
rubber nose. Did you know that? Well, you do now. Look at this thing. And
I'll interrupt right there. 708. He's going up very, very close to the camera and showing how bendy his nose is, how pliable his nose is. But it's going to get weirder.
my sister used to invite people over just to play with my nose and to bite my nose. Would you like to bite my nose?
You need to unpack
also
that with a
nose grease.
professional.
Nose grease is, how should I say, very important to me. I don't know. I like nose grease, and I like to wipe it on glass. Like I could wipe it right on your screen if I wanted to.
Simba is
What
this
is
fucking
happening?
sebum from his pores. I don't like this.
Some of this had to have been ad-libbed because he's rubbing it on his nose onto the camera. He's rubbing his nose and showing, oh, look, it bends, it smashes. It really is very oddly rubbery nose. And then he has grease all over his hands and he pretends to rub his nose grease smeared finger onto his camera. He doesn't quite do it, but he
Gross.
says, that's uncomfortably strange. Then he starts showing off his yearbook and he shows a bunch of writing on a page and talks about a girl he was crushing on named Sharon. He says how he had a thing for her for 5 or 6 years.
Oh, wow.
What do you mean, like middle and high school? But she never returned any of that affection. And then at about the 8.5 mark, he's holding the yearbook to the camera, and then he turns the page, and there's a writing on it, right? And then he turns the page, and he says, yeah, look at that, man. Some people just wrote a novel, something like that. It is 2 red pages that are clearly completely blank. I don't know if he wasn't looking at the yearbook or if they're going to do a graphic in there or something. I don't know, but it's 2 obviously clear pages, and he's talking about how much writing he has from people on his yearbook.
Maybe
I don't know.
it's just high performance art. You start to believe that there's really things on those pages.
So then he's not done with being weird because before he was just talking about being weird on his nose.
Stop eating third and fourth helpings.
Oh, here's
You'd be amazed what you can.
he talks about losing weight. He lost weight after high school. But
Here's another thing I used to do. I used to make this noise. It's a noise that means I'm very excited, very happy, and I'd like to do it for you right now. I mean, isn't that nuts?
No, it's insane.
I was a kid when I was doing this. This is the kind of noise I made when my sister's dates would come to the house. They'd knock on the door. I'd run downstairs and be excited to greet them. And I'd open the door, and they'd say, "Hi, is Mary there?" And I'd go, "No." I'd just run upstairs after her, you know. Yeah. Oh, and then the date thought that I was, you know, a disturbed child.
Because you were.
Well, as we all can tell, of course, I turned out pretty normal, I guess.
Case is not clear on that one, Sam.
There should be like a cut in with the narrator. Like,
No,
turns out he went on to murder 18 people in a killing spree.
Very arguable that you turned out pretty normal, bro. Then later in the video, he introduces a fake dog named Pluto. And he talks about how he cut its hair or something like that. And then he'd cut the hair of the neighbor kids when he was like 9. That's terrifying to parents in the neighborhood. And I'm pretty sure the dog was his real dog. He's had it since he was 4 years old. I think he brought his stuff. He later on, he shows pictures of his mom and his dad and his sister and stuff like that. It's just like, it's Ben Hollis playing Sam, but Sam is using a lot of things from Ben Hollis' life. And then twice he does this. Again, this is very strategic, but he has the phone ring. And he's listening to you talk to him. You're telling him a story or something. I think you're now telling him something about yourself to him. And he'll stop for a pause for a long time. Oh, wow. Yeah. Interesting. Things like that. Right? And then
pulls a Dora.
The phone rings and he kind of tries to ignore it for about a couple of rings and he turns to it and they do a close up on his hand and he just picks it up and hangs it up. He goes, "Sorry about that. Go on." And then like 30 seconds later, it rings again. He's a little angry and he does it again. Takes it, hangs it up. He says, "Sorry about that. I'd rather talk to you."
That's sweet.
That is very sweet.
You have his undivided attention.
He's like, "They'll call back." I wish people would just. A couple of times he also stops for outside noise. And he says, both times he says, "Hey, is that in your place or is that in my place?"
Oh my God, like it's on Zoom.
Yes.
I told you he's way ahead of his time.
He was ahead of his time. He was doing a faux Zoom video in 1986. Then he decides to share some stories about his family, his mom and his dad and his sister. Here's one. Here's a little story he shares about his father.
Side. It's no big deal. Now here's Dad, and he's got his customary pipe working there. Usually, though, he's got pictures or not pictures, newspapers strewn all around there, and he's a good guy. He likes jazz and blues records. He's a real Muddy Waters fan, if you can believe that. And I remember one story about Dad where we were playing baseball. I was a kid, and he was pitching, and I was hitting. And I hit a line drive, caught him right in the gut.
I'm going to say balls.
Knocked him over. And it's like, that knocked him. Yeah, it did knock him over. He fell down, actually. And I felt so
He was
funny.
90.
It was like, instantly, I felt like, oh my God, I've killed my father. And then at the precise moment I felt that, I was thinking, hey, I'm a pretty powerful little guy. And then,
Wait, hold on. You play now.
and then I felt guilty. It was like, just like triple whammy, Man, have you ever, I don't know, is there guilt in your family at all by any chance?
It's like, and that was the first time I experienced human emotion. It was really startling. He's just exposing
guilt in
himself.
your
Is there
family.
any guilt in your family? Where does that come from? I think he might be trying to find things to blackmail because you're supposed to have a correspondence. They intended for you to you'll see at the very end, he talks about, hey, shoot a video of yourself and send it to me. So I think they intended to, I don't know if they're going to make like personal videos or like response videos,
Right.
maybe like, hey, for $50, we'll send you a video talking about the stuff you just talked about. I don't know. I don't know if that was ever intent or not, but he does want to find out if you have any guilt in your family. And then he talks about his sister and his roommate. Here, I'll cue that up. It's a picture of his sister drinking. It's a picture of his brother looks like a full-on hippie.
Still does. He can't play trees anymore with me, though, because we're about the same size. And my sister. Let me find her. Here she is. She's around holiday time, so we're drinking again. And that's a picture of me, actually, in the background. A painting done by a friend of mine, Stork. He was my roommate in college, and he complained about my feet smelling. So I left him. Well, I didn't see his point, but he was in retrospect, he was right. I've cleared that up now. Has nothing to do with Mary, does it? But that's my sister, and she's fun. She used to tell me, as a kid, she used to tell me, Mommy's never coming home again. That was her plot to get me to love her more than Mommy. I mean, does this sound like a Freudian novel or what?
That's horrific.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. His sister told him Mommy's never coming home again when you were little. Jesus Christ.
POV, some weirdo like shares their life story with you because they don't know what a therapist is. Like, Jesus Christ.
He finally, only about halfway in, he puts on a video of his cat, Bandit, just so he can take a break. He says, hey, I love cats. He's talking about his cats. He talks about some cat that died. And then he talks about his new cat he has right now because he's a cat person, shocker. And he has a cat named Bandit. And he goes, would you like to see a video? Yeah, I'll put it on for you. And he literally has a rolling TV with a VHS to it. And he just puts in a video of it, turns it on, and walks off stage, walks off screen. And the camera just pans over and shows the video on the TV of a cat eating food. Nothing happens. And he's in his kitchen. He's going, hey there, big guy. Hey, big guy. How you doing, big guy? As his cat's eating. That's it. It goes for about 2 minutes. This weird
high
interlude.
Performance art. And I'm here for it.
I mean, they wrote that in to a 43-minute script. They wrote in a 2-minute break where you can go off stage. You're afraid you're going to have to go pee? You couldn't hold it for 43 minutes?
Or you could pause the video recording
and take a break, come back, or you flub your lines because this is more or less a one take.
That's
I don't
hilarious.
know. I mean, that was very weird. And then he, of course, what do you do when you're over at a friend's house hanging out with a friend? Well, you play games. So he says, we're going to play a game called Blockhead. So he's playing a game with you, the person who's not in the room. He goes, and he opens his, this is from my grandparents gave this to my parents or something like that. It's called Blockhead. It's from 1954. So this is already ancient in 1986 when he's making that. The object is to build a structure from various shapes. It's kind of like reverse Jenga, but it's like it'd be a long tube or a little block or something like that. And that if you fall, you are a blockhead. He thinks it's the greatest game ever. And here is Sam explaining some of the instructions of how to play Blockhead to his friend you.
See that one get away? Why didn't you tell me? There we go. Okay. And I'm like a bull in a china shop, It's like I'm always wreaking havoc. Here's the Blockhead pad. We're going to play the game. You'll tell me which one to play, and I'll play just as hard for you as I will for me.
So, because remember, you're not there. You can't build a structure.
Okay, wait. Listen to this.
I'm going to trust him.
This is funny. The first time a player causes a pile to tumble, he is a square. The second time, he is a character. And the third time, my friend, he is a blockhead, and he's out of here. So, I know it's tough language, but it's a tough thing. Now, what we're going to do...
Bless his heart.
So character and blockhead. You know what? That's tough language. I hope you're not upset. But I had to say it. It's part of the game. So he wants to make sure he's not sure how sensitive you are. He then gets one more clip here. By the way, Blockhead's a game that you have to, like Jenga, not only do you have to say what thing you're going to pull out, but you have to have skill in doing it. We just play checkers or something and say, what's that? Red to blue, whatever, or chess and stuff, but no, he plays Blockhead, which was, he has to play with the same skill, and he does lose this game.
Yeah.
So, in fact, I think that's what the next clip is, him losing. Let's find out.
But he's your friend. You got to trust that
That's
he's
true.
gonna
And he
play
was
just
building
as hard
trust.
for you.
And he promised to.
Yeah.
So I feel like you would.
I gotta change my mover. Oh, I hit the table. It's almost fatal.
Yeah, he had to, they didn't plan this out well because the chair he's sitting is too big and the table is so low that when he goes to play blockhead, he has to, and I'm pretty sure impromptu, get down and crawl but half beneath the table to play blockhead. Just, think about it, guys. Get a table that makes sense. Hopefully you rehearse this a little bit and you realize, you know what? Let's not have him get down like Deputy does.
Okay. My turn. You got me all hot and bothered. I don't know what to do here.
Calling the police.
He's trying to decide what game piece to play for him. This is his turn now. It's a very tall structure. It's wobbly.
I'm a blockhead! I'm a blockhead! you, look at me, blockhead, boom, 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 blockhead. Oh, wait, did I lose a piece?
So, at least he makes himself lose. I thought that was important.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if they didn't? 'Cause like I said, it's only if he had accidentally knocked over the one on your turn, they would have to start over again. Because he had to, I'm assuming he intended to lose that the entire time. So then he asks, okay, what's your most embarrassing moment? Let's share embarrassing moments.
Oh, great.
He says his was he took a date in like 10th grade to go see the movie Easy Rider. Peter Fonda. And it was a kind of, these bikers, dope smokers doing crazy shit out in the country. And he wants to let her know he's cool. So he, at the end of it, where there is a scene where everybody's like freaking out, there's like lights and stuff like that. Everybody's on LSD and stuff like that, right? And they try to make it, kind of almost in the movie, they have the shining lights and flashing lights and things like that, right? So he pretends to have an LSD flashback in the movie theater with his date to impress her and show her how cool he is.
Okay.
So here's a little snippet of that horrific horror show.
So scared.
An LSD flashback while I was sitting in my chair next to Sharon watching the screen. So that when all these colors and everything were going on, I started to do one of these.
He's rubbing in his eyes.
Oh, this is terrible. And I did that because I wanted Sharon's, I wanted her to look at me with concern, like she cared about me. Talk about calculatedness. Understand, I'd never even had a sip of beer in my entire life, practically. And here I was pretending like I was having an LSD flashback. Oh, give me a break. Oh, Sam, you're just so cringy.
He's so aware, at least.
And the worst part was, she did look at me like she cared and like, oh, the poor guy is having a bad experience. And then I got her. Then I was happy.
Oh my God.
I don't know what that means. I don't want to.
Yeah, shiver me timbers.
Because that's what you say when you're... So then he goes in and he absolutely will not take no for an answer, trying to make you, the viewer, tell him your most embarrassing story. And he assumes you're very reluctant because he goes on for a long time. Come on, no, seriously. Okay, I told you have to come. Okay, I'm going to count to 3. And when I count to 3, you tell me your most embarrassing story. And you're supposed to do that now. And he is like shocked. Whatever horrific thing you did. He's pretty mortified. He's smiling, but he's like, whoa, are you serious? Oh my God, that does not even sound like you. That's crazy. You really did that? So he's assuming people did pretty terrible things. And he does it again. You hear a helicopter. And he goes, you hear that? Say your place of mind again. And then he ends it up with, I guess, he wasn't sure what to talk about left. So he ends it up with kind of an open-ended question, and then comes a little bit of an embarrassing moment for you, the viewer.
Right now, maybe there's something else you'd like to initiate. What do you feel like talking about? Movies? We talked a little bit about movies already. Music? How your day's going? Yeah, anything. I don't care. I feel so comfy, it doesn't matter, so shoot. No, anything. I'm serious. Now, do not hesitate with me, all right? We're friends. Yeah. Okay. All right, I'm ready. You can ask. I'm prepared. You're so silly. Why didn't you just say so? Why? How much?
Oh my god.
Well, let me see.
You're asking your new friend to borrow money.
Don't feel bad about it. Look, what I have is yours, okay?
So he is opening his wallet now, which clearly has Velcro, and
Baller.
Speaking of embarrassing moments, this is all I have in my wallet.
he has a $1 bill.
But it's yours.
That's it.
King
No,
shit.
it's not much, but
It's
it'll
no.
be a token, okay? Let me send this to you, okay?
If absolutely.
Can I just send this to you? Yeah. It's all right. I know you can pay me back. It's no big deal. That's for you. I'm sending it to you. Put it right out there so I remember, okay? Yeah. Just forget about it. It's great.
So he really does pull it. And apparently, when you bought the video, it came with a coupon, a mail-in coupon, that it said, quote, "Yes, Sam, I need the money. Thanks for bailing me out, buddy. You're a real friend." And if you sent it back, they would send you a $1 bill.
Wow.
$1.
Yeah.
I'm sure this video, I don't know how much it cost. It probably cost $50, but
Yeah,
back
remember
in the
how much
olden days-
videos
videos
cost in the
cost
80s?
Ridiculous. So he's going to send you a bucket. So you notice he's this long stalls there because you are embarrassed that you have to ask your brand new friend for money.
Yeah.
And then, of course, when he comes up for with $1, you might be a little bit disappointed. But then basically that's the end of it. He, about the 40-minute mark, he acts like you, his new friend, have just said you have to go someplace. He goes, "Oh, really? Oh, we're just getting going. Okay, I'm so sorry. But yeah, no problem." And, you know, I don't, I mean, maybe it's because you only offer him $1 bill, Sam. I don't know. But you say you have to get going. And Sam then asks, he says, one last thing. And that's when he asks you, the viewer, to make a video of yourselves and send it to him. And he gives a real address. At least it sounded like a real address to me. And it's an apartment.
Oh.
Like almost like it's his apartment. And I don't know what was intended with that. What happened? Did people really send him videos? Did he? I don't know.
Huh.
Like I said, maybe it was a blackmailing ring. They sent him embarrassing things. He kind of really implied that he would like them to share embarrassing things like that, or if they need money.
Huh.
And then Sam does the amazing thing. He says, "Oh, wait, hold on. One more thing before you go. Let me take a picture of you." So he gets a camera, a regular camera, and he takes a picture of the screen, right? And he says, wait, one more. And then Sam takes what I feel is probably the first selfie. He literally turns his back of his head to the camera, puts the camera up here, and he takes a picture of a selfie of him and presumably you watching. Did selfies exist before 1986?
I'm sure someone had taken a picture.
yeah.
of
I guess so.
themselves. Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I had never heard of them until, cell phone. Everybody had a camera in the cell phone era. So not crazy long time ago. And then he says, "So long, bye," and puts on the terrible jazz music. And he grabs a book and just kind of shuffles around a little bit like he's not sure what to do. It almost seems like he's lonely. Like now that you're not hanging out with him, he's kind of lonely. He wishes you had come back. I don't know. So the response was pretty overwhelming. People did respond to it. Now, are they pretended to? I mean, how many people bought this video because they're lonely, and how many people bought it to be sort of in on the joke because it was hilarious? But it sold well apparently, and Hollis had a hit on his hands there. The story was covered, like they talked about on the David Letterman show, on CNN. People Magazine wrote about it, and obviously it was mentioned on Oprah.
How did I miss this?
I don't remember it either, honestly. It's 86. Late 86 is released, so into early 87 is getting all this media attention. Oprah said the tape was, quote, "unbelievable!" ! Which I believe she really thinks because she's Oprah. Hollis would sort of brag about, he said that the friend he created and played was, quote, "perfect. He's a better friend than I could be. I don't always listen to people. I get mad in traffic jams." So, do you remember, it's a little bit to me, I think I've mentioned this before. You remember Digger the dog?
Yeah.
Digger, he plays with you when you're alone or something like that.
Yeah.
I can't remember exactly. It was a plastic beagle with a red deerstalker Sherlock Holmes type of hat, and had he would walk. He had a leash that you pulled, and he would kind of walk. His back legs would move, because it had a wheel kind of where his junk would be.
Yeah.
And you would just drag him around and he's your friend. And the commercial did show this little lonely looking kid dragging around this dog saying, he's your pal for sure, or something like
Yeah.
that. We'll play. In fact, that's an iconic jingle. Let's give you a little listen to that jingle right now.
Digger,
Where you going, Tony?
Look at Digger, Ma.
Digger the dog, Digger, he goes with you when you explore. Just pull his leash and go for a walk. He's your dog for sure. What's your dog's name?
Digger.
Digger the dog, Digger, he goes with you when you explore. Just pull his leash and go for a walk. He's your dog for sure.
Digger the dog. When you pull his string, he walks 5 feet. From Romper Room.
That was Digger the Dog. Great. One of the best jingles of the 70s. The Rent-A-Friend video recently made a reappearance because it was featured in a event called a Found Footage Festival. I guess they just showed, crazy, weird,
Right.
old video footage. And also inspired a movie pretty recently called Rent-A-Pal. And this is a horror movie about a 40-year-old man who lives like in his parents' basement. He's taking care of his mom who has dementia for a very long time, so he hasn't been able to make friends. And he starts, watching this video, and I guess hilarity ensues, or the opposite
Or
of that.
horror
'cause it's a horror
ensues.
movie, yeah.
Huh.
So I don't know. I haven't seen it, but it's, it's,
What year? was
I
that?
think 2020. I
Oh,
believe.
wow.
Yeah. It's for sure a pretty new movie. Ben Hollis was very proud of his creation. He said, quote, "It's too grandiose of us to claim we're out to save the world. But if a lonely person feels better by having Rent-A-Friend, there's no reason why that person might not pick up the tape." So he's not saving the world. He doesn't like to use the word hero, but he is helping people one person at a time.
Yeah.
And that was the story of Rent-A-Friend.
Rent-A-Friend.
Yeah, which I am with you. I have no recollection
Yeah.
whatsoever. Though apparently
We were in college, though, so we probably weren't watching a whole lot of Oprah.
no, we were not watching Oprah ever. But still, I watched David Letterman.
Yeah. I don't
And
know.
Just, it was, they said it was covered on local news across the country.
Yeah.
So, missed it.
Pretty funny.
Yeah.
Maybe somebody should resurrect it and do something.
So they
People
do
do
that
it.
in Japan? Is that what you said?
Well, yeah,
Or YouTube
physically,
videos,
it's
yeah.
a real, you can physically have a real person
Yeah.
with you, hang out with you, whatever, go with you with your to your parents' house to come out. That's what one man did. Yeah, literally watched a video about it. But people make there's a whole subgenre of YouTube
Yeah.
role
And-
plays.
And
You
and they're
to
doing
the
that. They're like
camera.
waiting for you to
Yeah.
say something, and they're egging you on or encouraging you or something like
Like
that.
having an actual conversation with you.
Yeah.
Where it's like they've got a script and they've got a story that they're here to tell, and it's like, what the fuck? You're just along for the ride. It's got
funny.
nothing to do
So
with
he
you.
invented this,
But you
Yeah,
think
definitely.
pretty much.
They could actually do it like truly interactive too.
Sure.
Now
They
with
could,
Zoom
yeah,
and
now.
Facebook and
Yeah.
or Facebook, FaceTime.
Or they could do like a clicky one. Choose your own adventure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. Like, no, I want to talk about sports, and he talks about
Yeah.
sports.
Yeah.
Or where they ask questions and that you like
Yeah,
there's like different answers. Like there's video games like that where it's not necessarily like a specific sentence you pick, but like,
Yeah.
do you want to be aloof or do you want to
Really?
be like
abusive.
be worried? Yeah, do you want to be
Menacing.
mean or do you want to be nice? Like, yeah, where it
Wow.
like affects the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you make it like, some videos will be like, she will remember that. I love it. Or like, do you remember like one game? They have like a little butterfly effect logo visual, and that goes off when you make a decision that
changes.
this will affect your ending,
I
because
see.
lots of video games have different endings based on what you do.
Not
the
just
game.
Clue. So Ben Hollis invented a
Interesting.
genre he did not apparently profit from much later. I don't know anything about. I don't know if he's still alive or what have you, but he wasn't
Yeah.
crazy old, so he probably is.
Well, I just read about a thing today about it's like you sign up and it costs $89 a month, and you probably there's some kind of consultation or questionnaire, and you talk, you tell them about yourself, and then they put you in a group with handpicked people to be in your group, 4 or 5 people in a group or whatever, and there's a facilitator, and it's not group therapy because it's they don't do stuff that therapists do during group therapy sessions, but it's just supposed to be like a group of supportive people to talk to each other.
Your peers.
And to talk about stuff, non-judgmental, and you can talk about different topics and stuff like that. It's not necessarily to air all of your problems, but just to talk about stuff.
But like also just go to group therapy.
Pretty
No,
soon
literally,
that'll
that's what they do. Like,
it'll all
yeah,
be AI.
they'd put me with the other gay people,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I know what you're doing.
I know where you're going with this.
But honestly, I think this sounds like a really good idea.
It maybe
Yeah,
does.
it's fine. It's like, what's up?
$89 a month. That's not that expensive. It's 90 minutes every week,
Really?
once a week.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that input.
You're welcome.
Thank you for listening to the Rent-A-Friend story from 1986. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks for that
Beautiful.
weird thing.
That was weird.
It got weirder and
It
weirder.
did. He's a weird guy. You have to.
Yeah.
I encourage you to watch the video too on YouTube because he does a lot of facial things. I mean, he's an engaging person. At least he's trying to be, and he has a personality for sure.
Yeah.
But he's just making faces and things like that. And a lot of hand gestures. I'm sure he's trying to be. I mean, you got to hold interest for 43 minutes. That's not easy.
Right.
But
Yeah.
he gets pretty goofy.
Is the whole thing on
Is it on YouTube?
Yeah,
YouTube?
the whole, you can watch
Fuck
the
yeah.
entire
Okay.
video. Yep.
I need the link because I don't know how this hasn't gone viral from like commentary people. Like there people could like it's already fucking weird, but think of all
Yeah.
the funny jokes that
Yes.
like funny people can make from like
Yeah.
riffing off all of it.
It's definitely riffable.
Did you look up Ben now to see what he's doing, or you don't know?
I didn't find anything that says anything about him nowadays.
Faded
Nothing
into
mentioned him.
obscurity.
Yes, apparently.
Yeah, well,
I'm
Like
guessing.
crippling opioid addiction that just took him.
Probably. He lost a lot of teeth and moved to Southern Ohio.
Allegedly.
Just kidding.
he could be deceased.
Yep. Well, thank you for
Rest in
listening.
peace,
On
Ben.
that note, Carrie, always ends it on a light note. Carrie, appreciate that. All right. Until next time.
Thanks
See you
for
guys.
listening.